Hey guys, this is going to be your Tuesday, March 31st WOD Talk for the day. So for all your variations today, whether you're doing body weight, limited, or home gym, for your part A, there's going to be some kind of overhead strength that we're going to work on for the day. And then part B is going to be your Metcon, which is going to be in a Tabata style, 6 to 8 rounds per movement. To kind of build up, to kind of bring that heart rate back up and just kind of get some volume in, okay? So your part A is going to be, so for body weight, we're going to be looking at like body weight windmills and a Tabata of different like body weight movements. Your one for limited equipment is going to be push press plus windmills, and then Tabata of 3 different movements as well. Your one for your home gym, you're gonna have, we're gonna be doing strict press. We're gonna be trying to build up to a heavy-ish strict press, and then a Tabata of 4 different movements, okay? You should have this on the rest of the app so you can take a closer look if you want something written out. So for your body weight variation, for today, we're gonna be doing 5 windmills per side for 5 sets, okay? So Aurora is gonna demonstrate windmills for you. So she's going to stand at about feet squat width apart, and she's going to go ahead and start hinging to the side and sending her hips back a little bit with one arm up in the air. And then she's going to come down, kind of reach for that toe, keeping that back nice and straight as she comes down, okay? This is going to be hinging to the side and hinging back a little bit too. So you're going to send your hips back as well. Okay, so do 5 per side, switch sides, you can do 5 sets of that, okay? You probably won't need too much rest in between, so just slowly moving through everything nice and controlled. Good for mobility as well, for mobility work as well. Your part B is gonna be a Tabata, so 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. So for your body weight variation, you're gonna be doing push-ups for 8 rounds, sit-ups, 8 rounds, air squats, 8 rounds. So for your push-up, what I'm gonna want everyone to look at is, as Aurora demonstrates, you're gonna set up in a nice plank, keeping everything tight from the shoulders down to her toes. She's gonna come down into her push-up, trying to get as close to the ground as she can, push back up. As she comes down, she's actually gonna toe forward and kind of rock forward a little bit, so coming forward like that, and her shoulders are gonna end in front of her hands at the bottom, okay? She's gonna press back up and finish up top, okay? Thanks for that. So that's gonna be 8 rounds straight. Don't alternate between movements, stick with the push-ups for it, okay? Sit-ups, you're gonna do 8 rounds of that. Take your pick whether you wanna do like legs straight, more conventional sit-ups with knees bent, or butterfly, up to you. And then air squats, we're gonna do 8 rounds of that. So just like a solid looking air squat that we're gonna be doing a lot of this week with our challenge. Just nice, so you're gonna be controlling everything on the way down, but kind of picking up the tempo as well, trying to get some volume in for these squats. What I don't want to see is, if you turn to the side here, what I don't want to see is that in your air squat, as you come down, I don't want to see you bottoming out and kind of bouncing out and just kind of relying on the ligaments in your knees and your hips to kind of like get that bounce. I want it fast, but I want it controlled. So you can demo a few more. Just like moving at a better pace, but like controlling your way down to the bottom and coming back up, okay? So not bouncing. All right, that's going to be your body weight variation. For your limited equipment, if you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell, what I'm going to have you do for the windmills is you can go ahead and grab either one, kettlebell works, is you're going to set up, starting up overhead, you're going to go ahead, you're going to go ahead and hinge to your side, hinging back a little bit too, keeping that back straight, and trying really hard to keep that arm externally rotated, so it's coming up at the top again. If you take a step back so you can see in the camera, that's good. She's going to start with her thumb pointed back, not facing in. So it's going to be pointed back, and she's going to try to keep it rotate, try to keep that thumb pointed back that whole time, okay? We're doing 5 push press, and then doing 5 windmills, okay? So 5, then switch sides. It's going to be 5 sets total, okay? Part B is going to be a Tabata, very similar. The push-ups are going to be the same. You're going to do 6 rounds straight. Then you get a minute rest for this one. Second movement, you're going to do a kettlebell swing or dumbbell swing. So just demo the kettlebell for a second quick. For your kettlebell swings, I'm going to have you start at just like your regular stance. You're going to go and she's going to go ahead and swing back, keeping that back nice and tight. I'll give you the option of doing Russian, or you can go all the way overhead and do American, okay? Keep that belly nice and tight if you're doing American, right? For the dumbbell equivalent, if that's what you have instead, you can do swings with a dumbbell. I don't recommend you go above Russian. okay? So go ahead, she's just gonna swing, just about get it to like eye level or what your regular Russian would be. I don't want anyone going overhead with this. I don't want dumbbells falling on people's skulls, please. Not the best idea. Minute rest, and then you can do air squats again, 6 rounds. Trying to just move fast and controlled through those air squats, not bouncing out, okay? That's your limited equipment variation. For your home gym, you're gonna do, if you have a barbell, you're gonna go ahead and clean, if you have a rack, go ahead and rack the bar. If you don't, you're gonna clean it up to your front rack. And you're gonna go ahead and do 1 strict press on the minute for 10 minutes. So just 1 rep a minute. Just go, if you can turn to the side for me real quick. So go ahead and just show like a good strict press real quick. Pressing up, full lockout overhead. As she's setting up, I just want to see a full grip on the bar and the elbows just a little bit in front so that the elbows are pointed up toward the sky, okay? Keeping everything tight, she's gonna press up, all right? Start at your 60%, build your way up each set if you can, okay? If you're cleaning the bar though, try not to max out on the strict press. Go heavy, but not something that you need, that I prefer you have like a rack for, okay? Part B, Tabata, same thing. Except you have an extra movement. You're gonna start with pull-ups. If you have a pull-up bar, 6 rounds of that. Rest a minute, go back again. You're doing push-ups, same thing that we saw before, 6 rounds. Minute rest. Then you're gonna do a barbell sumo deadlift high pull. So go ahead and show it from the front. She's gonna set up feet wider than squat width. The typical squat width, she's gonna have the bar super close to her, hands inside her thighs. And she's gonna go ahead and come down. Her bottom position is going to be mid-shin, as if we have weights on. If you have weights, add them. Go ahead. She's going to come up and bring the bar all the way up to just under her chin, keeping the bar super close. Show us a couple from the side. As she's coming up the whole time, she's going to go ahead and keep the bar super close from her shins and going up her knees especially. She's keeping the bar really close to her thighs as well once she gets to that part. That's usually the toughest part for a lot of people. So really keep that bar close is going to make a big difference. Rest it after 6 rounds, rest a minute. Your final movement, we're gonna end with air squats again, okay? So that's gonna be just 6 rounds of that. And you're just gonna do Tabata on and off, movement to movement, okay? Part A is gonna kind of work on that overhead strength, kind of try to go a little heavy if you have the means. Part B, keep it metabolic, keep that heart rate up. I recommend doing all these movements straight through and not alternating through movements because we really want to build that volume in that time frame for each one, especially because we have some limited equipment, okay? So yeah, that should be everything. Happy WODing, guys.